Hello students, welcome to JRF with Ria. In this video, we are going to discuss about the application of ICT in research. Revolutioning information and communication technologies remain the top agenda of many developing countries including India. Much stress has been made to facilitate the application of ICTs in developmental planning and research. Application of ICTs in higher education and research is seen as another potent and convincing paradigm for development and developing countries. Despite its polemic nature, ICT have undoubtedly impacted the teaching and learning process in a positive manner. Human beings have an advanced skill that allow them to share knowledge with others, and the use of ICTs to make this transfer and sharing of knowledge all more interesting is indeed praiseworthy. ICTs enhance our access to knowledge as well as act as supplement of knowledge that we gather through traditional sources. In this post, we will focus more on the application of ICTs in academic research at the universities. The first is broadly there were three levels where ICTs have made a mark on academic research, namely the level 1 is pre-data analysis phase. The role of ICT in pre-data analysis phase. This includes the application and use of ICT tools during the research process before one reaches the data analysis phase. It is quite appealing to observe the way in which technological tools can be used to achieve the pre-data analysis research goals. Undeniably, computers and the internet have made a remarkable impact on this area. Some of the way in which ICTs can be used during the pre-data analysis phase are: ICT can be very useful for the literature review of any topic in an discipline. The college libraries have adequate material to help research scholars for writing a dissertation, yet to incorporate the fast-paced global changes into one's writer and literature review, the internet is highly reliable. Some universities have e-library access as well. This saves time and efforts for the researchers to travel back and forth between two spaces. Portals like eGankos, eStore, Google Scholar, Shodhganga, Microsoft Academic Search, etc. are very helpful to do a rich literature review. There are several other online repositories of multidisciplinary literature such as SSRN, EPW, and Encyclopedia Britannica, among others. ICT tools are helpful for the process of data collection. Survey can be done online using Google Forms. To conduct a large-scale study, tools like SurveyMonkey and Qualtrics are very helpful. These tools have to accommodate questions based on conditions, logic, and do experiment trials. Software like Mendeley is very useful for the purpose of the literature track. Mendeley helps to manage, share, and find literature content. Such a thing was not possible in the past. Microsoft Word also has features that help to manage content and dissertation writing. Many college professors ask for writes up and data via emails. They send back reviewed files to the scholars which suggest change and suggestion. The track changes features in Microsoft Word save time and effort of both researchers and mentors in terms of avoiding unnecessary meetings. Features like Google Translator have profound value for international students and students coming from regions where different language or dialects are spoken. There are mobile applications that allow scholars to connect and share knowledge with each other. The second level is data analysis phase. Role of ICTs in data analysis phase. The role of ICTs during data analysis is immense. It can be very useful for qualitative as well as quantitative data analysis. First is quantitative data analysis. Involves varied techniques such as regression models, t-test, analysis of variance, path analysis, hierarchical regression analysis, linear modeling, etc. All these requires using a huge database collected at national and state levels. Some statistical software that helps in data, SPSS, MATLAB, R, SAS, and GraphPad, PRIMS, among others. Such software make it quite easy to run regression and make data analysis more comprehensive for the researchers as well as the general audience. The next is qualitative data analysis also makes use of several ICT tools. Tools like Recorder have proved to be very valuable for keeping all the information stored collected at the time of multiple review schedules. Recorders make it super easy for the ethnographers to listen to the interviews. In terms of storing information, software like Google Drive, Dropbox, etc. are very helpful. This gives access to multiple parties, including the researcher, mentor, academic friends, etc. To make qualitative data more scientific and objective, data analysis tools like Atlas, SPSS text analysis, NVivo, Transana, etc. are widely used. The third level is post-data analysis phase. Role of ICT in post-data analysis phase are once the data has been collected and data analysis process is over, ICT can be applied in the post-data analysis phase as well. Some of the way in which ICT can be used during the post-data analysis phase are ICT such as a computer, internet, online journal, newspaper, etc. are a good platform to share findings with academia as well as general audience. A lot of policy decisions are made in accordance with the new and worthwhile findings made by individual researchers in various fields. An online journal such as Economic and Political Weekly, the Social Science, Idea for India, Science Open are good mediums for getting one's work published. There are collaborative writing tools that are widely used in cases when several researchers wish to write and combine studies. In terms of bibliography and referencing, ICT tools like advanced versions Microsoft Office package are very useful. ICTs have proved to be very useful for the purpose of plagiarism check as well. Some tools used for these are plagiarism checkers, anti-plagiarism, plagiarisma, so on and so forth. Okay, that's all for this session. Thank you for watching. Keep watching and keep learning.